afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody had a wonderful Monday. I know I sure did. So, we'll wait a second here until I get some people in here watching. Because I got some good things that I'm going to throw out here for people. There we go. All right. So, anyway, my biggest question is it really guns that is the problem for all the so-called school shootings? I'm gonna put this out here before anybody says anything. My videos are not intended to upset or make anybody mad. That's not the whole purpose of my videos. My videos is to show people the truth and nothing more. I put stuff out there. Your purpose or your goal is to come back as a rebuttal to try to prove me wrong, which means research. If you don't want to do your research and you want to go off the wall off of some media stuff, I'm going to shut you down right off the bat. Okay, because I do a lot of research and I can and will prove my facts. So with that being said, this video is not intended to make anybody mad. But if you don't like it, well then maybe it was something said that struck a nerve on you because it was true. So here we go. First question, and hello to everybody that has made a comment or anything like that on here. Actually, well, since you said that, there we go. 1911 right there. Just pulled it out from underneath my seat. Well, I did. So 1911 right there. I carry it everywhere I go. So there's your gun holding session. Anyway, the biggest question is guns really the problem? Everybody's on this big gun ban thing, and I'm going to tell you, 90% of the people that's hollering for the gun ban, like I said, no offense, but they're women. That's 90% of the people hollering for the gun ban. And then the other 10% are guys that are just being totally retarded, giving up their guns and giving up their nice little weapons. If they want to give them away, just shoot me a message and I'll buy them from you. I mean, I can always use another AR or, another rifle or pistol or 22 or something. I could always use another one. So if you want to get rid of your guns, you want to be retarded and get rid of your guns and try to put a stop to everything, try to help with the gun ban, just go ahead and shoot me a message with what you got and I'll be more than glad to buy them from you. But anyway, guns are not the issue. Okay? I proved the other night. I have an AR. I set it in the middle of the floor, fully loaded in one end of chamber. The thing did not move. The suckers will not get up, move, and shoot somebody. Okay? Is it the mentally ill? Some say it is. Some say it's not. Do we need stricter gun regulations? Some say we do. Some say we don't. Do we have the right to to bear arms? Yes, we have the right to bear arms. But here's the biggest issue, okay? And this is an issue that is not being addressed and will never be addressed. Why? Because they're using it to their advantage. Number one, the bullying in schools. It has to stop. Your high schools are the ones that are getting shot up. It's because these kids are getting bullied. They have addressed the issue. They have told somebody about it, and they've been put off on the back burner, and nobody's done anything about it. So these kids are turning to violence. Well, since the teachers ain't doing nothing, the principal ain't doing nothing, my parents ain't doing nothing, why not go shoot them up? You know, that's my only way of getting rid of the problem. They're told, deal with it. Figure the problem out. This is today's society. They don't care. Then you've got the selective programming of the video games, Call of Duty, World War II, Players Unknown Battleground. You've got all these violent games out there that is pushing the issue. They are desensitizing these children. They get out of school, first thing they do is they go home and they hop on their Xbox. They talk trash to each other on Xbox. I don't know how many times when I was playing that I got cussed out by a 14-year-old kid. I have been cussed out by a 10-year-old. I can't believe this stuff. And these parents are allowing these kids to talk this way. So the issue with the guns is not the guns. The problem is in the home. Starts with society. When people get reign of their children, you'll see a lot of this crap stop. You'll see a lot of these mass shootings stop. You will see a lot of this bullying stop. Because I remember, I'm 39 years old, I remember when I was younger, I bullied somebody. It wasn't go to guns, oh, I'm going to go grab my daddy's gun and I'm going to shoot you. No, it was, hey, let's get out here in the yard, let's box it out, and then shake hands afterwards. Bare fist. That's the way we solved our problems growing up. Why can't these kids do it now without using guns? Why? Because they've been pussified. Excuse my language, but you know what? I'm not worried about anybody's feelings. I can care less about somebody else's feelings. I'm just going to speak the truth. So if you have a problem with something I'm saying, go ahead and leave the video now. But the problem is at home. The problem starts in society. The problem needs to be dealt with. These children, and there's another thing too. Some of these kids that's done these shootings, they haven't told you this, but they were in foster care. Kids that are in foster care, they put them on psychotropic drugs. Ask me how I know this. I was 15 when I pulled myself off that medication. I told my parents I wasn't going to take it no more because it was doing something to me. These kids, they're using foster kids to do this stuff. This is something they're not going to tell you in the media, and they're not going to tell you all this stuff in these little reports. But these kids that they're using to do these mass shootings are growing up in foster care. Nobody cares about them. So therefore, it goes back again to parenting. Simple as 1, 2, 3. If you figure it out, you've got it made. If you can't figure it out, why in the world? These kids are in the system. The cops knew about the kid. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. Who knows? I don't even know. But if they knew that he was a problem, it was probably because of the fact he was standing up for himself and he's whooping somebody's ass and they didn't like it. So they used this kid as an scapegoat that was in foster care, that was on psychotropic drugs. But your biggest part of the problem is in your homes. That's where the problem is. No discipline at home. They're watching these movies where there's so much violence. They're playing these video games where there's so much violence. Hours upon hours upon hours at a time. They're desensitizing the children. But nobody cares. Nobody's looking at that problem. They're looking at, oh God, somebody walked into a school and shot it up. Really? What caused the problem in the first place? You ain't addressing that issue. So, this is just my thoughts, what I'm thinking, how I feel about it. So, like, share, comment, I don't care what you do. But as always, I'm going to speak what I feel needs to be spoken on. Period. You know, the problem needs to be, the root of the problem needs to be dealt with. Don't need anything else. You know, The root of the problem is at home with the children and the parenting. Simple. Fix that problem, you'll have society straightened out. You'll start straightening out society. Kids act up, don't be afraid to pull that belt off. Show them who's boss. You're going to do what I tell you to do. If I had kids, my kid wouldn't be acting like that. Wouldn't be acting a fool. So, anyway, hope I did some problems. Let's see what yes, Kyle Kelly, you are correct. Jerry, you are so correct. Bobby, you are correct. In fact, every one of y'all has made a good point. So, like I said, like, share, comment. And like I said, if this has offended anybody, I do ahead of time apologize on it. But maybe you needed to hear it. So, anyway, I'm going to get off here. Peace, God bless, and have a wonderful evening.